how to get chiseled abs that pumps out, the people will start getting jealous and saying, how did you even get your abs to look like this? I know you're somebody who's searched and searched, looking for ways, a quick hack that will get you ab. Listen, getting a six-pack ab, especially if you want to do this at home, is not easy. You're gonna have to change a lot of things you're doing. And if you're trying to lose weight to get six-pack abs, your midsection is the last place your body loses fat. So that is gonna be very difficult for you to see your ab, even when you think you look shredded, or even when you lose fat. So I will show you exactly what I did to get abs that look like this, and again I'll show you exactly how I get this person, that person, this one, and even that one to get abs. This method is so effective that even if you do it on your own, you still get abs. And again, I'm sorry to say this, but this guy actually got abs following my advice without having to work with me one-on-one. So stay tuned, and if you stick to the very end, I will give you a free meal plan so that you can get shredded at home super fast. Let's go. In order for you to get chiseled up, add the pump in the mirror, you don't need to have a routine that is crazy. You just need to have a doable routines which you can repeat every single day. Then your ab will start to show. First thing you need to do is you want to be able to define your state, which is what state are you in? Do you have a 30% body fat, a 40% body fat? Are you skinny fat, or are you strong? You know you have a good athletic ability. You can do up to 30 to 40 push-ups, but you will yet to see your ab. You want to be able to define that state. So once that is done, we move you to the next step. Defining your state also means that you want to identify the reason you do not have ab. This can be you eating excess food. This can be you going to bed late. This can be you skipping the gym or skipping your exercise routines and sitting down and benching that Netflix instead. So you want to stop those things. These are the things contributing to you having 30 to 40% body fat, and now you want to get shredded. The question I want to ask you, and the question I want you to ask yourself is, what would you trade to have a six-pack ab? What would you trade for it? Would you trade sacrifice? Would you trade discipline? Would you trade consistency? These are the things you need to know. If you want to get to the other side of yourself, you want to be able to sacrifice here to get into that shape that you obviously want. In order for you to get abs, chiseled ab, this is what I mentioned when I started this video. I didn't mean you get average looking ab that your abs start to show. I mean a real six-pack ab that when you pull up your shirts, people will get jealous. People will want to say, I admire this ab, and this is how I want my ab to look like. You need to do HIIT interval training, which is like 10 minutes every single morning. Listen, the reason why you are like that is because you're not doing anything when you wake up in the morning. The first thing when you wake up in the morning is after doing your morning routine, you need to make sure you find an easy, doable exercise, which is going to take you a little time to accomplish. This is what me and my clients have been doing over the years, which is like 10 to 20 minutes, 30 minutes. When you advance, you can hit up to 40 minutes. This exercise doesn't have to be difficult. This is just a doable routine. You can choose to do 30 seconds in, which is 30 seconds walk, and a less speed of 15 seconds rest. And once that is done, you want to continue until 10 to 15 minutes. It's done. You don't need to train 2 hours. No, you need small little things that you can do every single day and consistently do them in order for you to get results. So once that routine is done in the morning and in the evening, let's say you get back from work, which I obviously know that during your work you're going to be stressed out, but you need to just go there, go to the gym and give me 14 minutes training or even 35 minutes training. That is just to couple all of them to be a 1 hour training per day. Why? Because you need to lift weights in order for you to build muscle, and muscle tissue burns fat tissue. Once you focus on building muscle instead of losing weight, your body is going to have to adapt to your new method, which is muscle building. You understand? And that muscle building, all of your body is getting engaged, is full body exercise. This is the midsection we're talking about. The last place the body loses fat, and how you can be able to do this is to actually train full body, like doing upper body, doing lower body the next day. And if the gym is too far from you, you can train with your body weight. It's just the same thing. You need to push your body to hypertrophy in order for you to build muscle. You can get those dumbbells at home, those barbell at home, those bench at home, and train at home. You understand? So here is what your actual training is going to look like in the next 90 days, 180 days, and the next 1 year for you to be able to get abs, because this method is so effective. On Monday, you want to do 20 minutes of running. You want to do that, go out there and do cardio. Forget every single thing anybody's telling you online. You understand? This method actually works. We are going back to what we used to know before all this science started changing exercise routines. This is what I've done, and this is what my clients is doing, and this is what is continuously getting them consistent results, which means their ab is showing even on their shirts. And the next thing you want to do is improve your sleep. This exercise might fatigue your body, but you need to recover very quickly. If you do not get enough sleep, your body cannot recover, and which means it's going to increase the stress level, the stress hormone, and this stress level is going to trigger the cortisol. And cortisol means that your body's under stress, and once your body's under stress, your body will start storing fat, which obviously you're not going to be seeing your ab. It's going to be very difficult for you to exercise. You're going to skip your routines. You're also going to hunger for junk food that you want to get better from. You understand? So try to get to bed from 9. I don't see any reason why you'll be up, doing God knows what by 10 to 10:30. That should be your minimum time of getting to bed. You understand? And get 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. That way, you increase muscle tissue and you reduce your body fat percentage, because the only time your body loses fat is when you sleep. You understand? So if you want to get shredded, you need to get enough sleep. Finally, your diet. Abs are actually made in the kitchen. It's true. It's true. Listen, this might be somehow not really like this is something that most everybody will not understand. But if you want to get abs that, chiseled abs, you need to make sure that you are getting your diet at least a little bit right. Let's say 70 to 80% right. Then you need to back that up with exercise and enough sleep. Mixing up your routines, doing cardio, doing HIIT, and doing body weight exercise with weight training. And the next thing is improving your diet. Listen, breakfast is a scam. This is the lie they told us. Now the doctors are telling us that breakfast is actually not doing anything in your body. It's spiking insulin. And in the morning, your body sugar is elevated. And if you start putting something inside your body sugar continues to elevate, which means that it will be difficult for you to lose fat and see your ab. So me and my clients have been skipping breakfast for more than 2 years now. So the only time you're supposed to be eating is, from 12 to 2 p.m., which will be your first meal. And that meal has to be a large meal. Yeah, that meal has to contain enough protein, which is like 50% protein, 30% carb, and 20% fat. That way, you improve recovery, and again, you also re-energize yourself with carbs. And fats will help you feel more satiated, which is more full. And by 6 to 7 p.m., which is your latest time to eat your dinner, you understand, you have to eat extremely light by adding a little bit of protein, a little bit of carb, and again more fat, because this time you want to stay fuller to the next day so that you won't go and eat anything at night. And if you want to get this free diet plan that me and my client use, all you need to do is to use the link in the description. Just get the meal. It's so very, we've been eating this and we're getting amazing results every single time. This diet is just a hack. So the bonus tip, which is going to be the last one, is to stay consistent. Listen, none of this is going to work if you don't do them over and over again. This is the reps, the counts. You understand? The reps you do at the gym is going to have to multiply. You're going to see the results in your body. Reps that you do with skipping your gym routines, the reps that you do with skipping your body weight exercise, they are going to catch up with you, which is your body looking out of shape, which is you now being able to achieve your goals. Consistency is the key. You need to find a way to stay consistent. Listen, if you do not start to get your chiseled ab routine, if you do not try to get into the best shape of your life, if that 6 months actually happens, you're either, in the best shape of your life or you are not. It takes the same energy to do something than to negotiate why you shouldn't do that. You spend more time trying to procrastinating than actually doing what you're supposed to do. It will only take you 10 to 15 minutes to get the exercise in the morning done, but you stay up like 30 minutes procrastinating, which means 10 to 15 minutes you're done with the routine, but 20, 30 minutes, 1 hour, you're still procrastinating and actually making that so difficult for you to do. So this is it. Stay consistent, hit the subscribe button if it's your first time on this channel, and leave in the comments on which routine you're trying to do, which one is too difficult for you, so that I can break it down and make it easy for you to do. And again, leave the comment on the next video you want to see. See you on the next one. Like this video and peace out.